Good morning, Miss Wright's class. It's great to be with you guys again. I just wanted to quickly recap the Big Six research process again. I know that we've been talking about it. I know that you guys know it and are ready to get started, but I just want to make sure that we are all on the same page and that we don't have any questions before you actually get into this fourth grade project. Now, the first step in the Big Six is task definition. Task definition simply means that you have a problem to solve. You have a need for information, and so you have to figure out what that need is or what that problem is. For you guys, this first application, the task definition was given to you by Miss Wright. She told you that you had a question to answer about Texas history and the Texas Revolution, so she gave you your task definition. It's not always going to be like that. Sometimes you're going to get your task definition because you need to solve a problem in your life. It might not have anything to do with school. Sometimes your task definition might come from something that you're interested in researching. You might be interested in an event, and so you go through the Big Six steps to find information about a specific event. But in this case, your task definition came from Miss Wright. She gave you specific information that you needed to find and a question that you needed to answer. The second step is information seeking strategies. That's really about brainstorming, thinking about all of the sources that you could possibly need to complete this project. And then really making a plan to pick the sources that are going to best help you reach your goal. There are a lot of sources out there, a lot of resources that you can use, and you could potentially waste a lot of time if you don't have a good plan. So this step is really, really useful in saving you time and making sure that you are efficient, you get where you need to go, and you do that in a way that saves you time and some stress. The third step is location and access. That means that you are locating the resource, whether it's a book in the library or a person that you interview in the community. It's actually getting to that information, getting that information from the source. Step 4 is use of information. So that's when you're actually reading through the articles or listening to an interview, watching a video, and pulling out the information that's going to help you in your project. Pulling out the information that's useful to you, pulling out information that helps you answer the question. That's what use of information is. Step 5 is organizing all of those things in a step that we call synthesis. Taking all of the information, all of the notes that you've taken, putting it together, and making sure that you're thinking about presenting it in a way that's going to make sense to your readers and your viewers. Step 6 is evaluation. Now, I know a lot of our evaluation, when we think about that, we think about a grade that you're going to get from your teacher. That's not the case. I want you to evaluate yourself using that rubric that Miss Wright provided, or thinking about the question that you started with and really asking yourself, did I answer the question? Did I do everything I needed to do? You might get to this step and find out that you didn't do exactly what you needed to, or you missed a step, or you still need more information. That's okay. If you get to step 6 and you realize you need to back up maybe to step 3 and locate a few different sources, that's okay. You might have to go to step 3 and then 4 and then 5 and then 6 and reevaluate again if you've met your goal. The research process doesn't just always go straight from step 1 to 6. Sometimes you kind of have to go back and cycle through some of the steps to make sure that you really did answer the question and find the information that you needed to present it in a way that makes sense to others. Now, your objective when we started is to understand the 6 steps of the research process. I think that you guys have shown an understanding. I think you guys have been able to talk about and explain each step and how you are going to tackle it so that you can be successful in your final product. If you, for some reason, get stuck, I have printed out these handouts for you. These are also available on our Blend Space on the library homepage. The front of the handout just really quickly reminds you what each step is, what you should be doing in each step, and it gives you even some questions that you can ask yourself through the process. On the back, there are some resources. If you get stuck on one of these steps, check out these resources. I guarantee you they're going to give you some hints, maybe some handouts, maybe some ideas that you didn't think of to get you out of that rut and get you moving forward to the next step in the process. Of course, I am always here. If you do get stuck and these resources aren't what you need or you need a little bit more direction, I'm always here for you in the library. You know where to find me. I am super pumped about what you're going to do with the Big Six. I know that you can apply it to a lot of areas in your life, not just in fourth grade, but I'm particularly excited to see your final product with this. Again, if you have any questions, stop by the library. I am here to help you. Thank you guys so much for your time, and I'll see you guys soon.